What's good, Libra? Just tarot, van life, whatever. The messages for whomever that needs them. It's for all Libra placements. It's not gonna resonate with everybody though, so keep all that in mind. And this could be about anything whatsoever for anyone, you or whoever, or cross watcher if you want to say that too. But all Libra placements. Anyways, what I got for you, Libra. Let's get into it. What I got for you, Libra, was yeah, stand your ground. I don't know if is there dying art in something, or is dying breed. That's what I was getting. Something, I'm not gonna say something's dying out like when it comes to you. It's something to do with in general. You may feel like you're the last of a dying breed when it comes to something. This is some type of something to do with art. I'm not saying okay, I got a couple of things now. Give me a second. It's something about something. This could be either music. This is art in general. And when you think of art, some people just think of, oh, drawing, painting. I mean, that too, of course. Anything can be an art, but we're talking about music, dance. This could literally be art. This could be anything where any type of creative endeavor. Something you may feel like something is a dying art, and you may want to stand up against something, like you're trying to bring something back. For somebody it's music. Somebody it's, I mean, I'm not saying you're trying to bring back music, but for somebody it's about music. You feel like music is a dying thing. A lot of these artists or something like that, they're not really about shit. Like the music is trash, or people aren't having fun doing things anymore. Everybody's all fucking serious. It's like there's no fun in something anymore, or there's no innocence in something, or you don't really take pleasure in something. I'm not saying you really don't, because maybe you don't. It could, if it's not about your own shit, this could be about just around you or what you do here. It's like, yeah, it's like you're the last of a dying breed. Maybe you are the last of a certain generation to actually make good shit, do good shit, whatever the case may be. Some of you guys, you're being told to, if something is dying, you may have to be the person to speak up about something. Like, I don't know what it's going to do. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe you feel like you kind of talking about this will get people, on top of their own shit, to get people to do something, to get people to get back out there and have more fun in their passions, whatever they consider their creative, like whatever work they consider to be their creative passions, whatever. It's like you want people to get out there and actually like have more fun with it, get more, not necessarily don't get serious, but be more, don't be so fucking like harder something. Like, don't let it become a thing where it's about beef and who's better than who or whatever. You want people to have more fun with something, but also create fucking hits, create things. And this doesn't have to necessarily be music. For somebody it is. Some of you guys, it's something about entertainment. You feel like entertainment, and I don't know what type of entertainment is a dying breed. Somebody is strippers or something like that. You may feel like exotic dancers or whatever. They don't do anything but shake ass. They don't really actually, they don't know how to work poles. They don't know how to like dance for real. They don't have no rhythm, no whatever, no zhuzh. You may feel like that's a dying breed. Motherfuckers don't really know. All it's about is shaking ass and showing titties, and that's it. And I understand that for sure. Like, I remember when, well, I'm not saying it's not anymore, but you don't really see that too often when people actually work poles, like actually, like, is an art to it. For some of you guys, you feel like love is not love anymore. Sex is not sex anymore. People don't have fun with it. It's all about like just getting it over with, or it's all about just busting or whatever, all that shit. Some of you guys is, some people, it could be about, children too, where some people may be having children just to have them, but they don't really want the child, or they don't really want to teach the child anything, like raise them right and things of that nature. For some of you guys, you may feel like it's something to do with the culture of something, some type of culture. You feel like the culture is something, it's just like it's no longer, something is no longer what it used to be. You could be turning your back on it. You can be a man, you don't have to. You can be turning your back on it, or it's something to do where you're like kind of standoffish, or you're guarded when it comes to whatever this is, because it's just something about it, it's just not, something rubs you the wrong way. Some of you guys, like I said, this could be romance. You may feel like romance is a dying thing. You may feel like what do people usually say, chivalry. You may feel like chivalry is dead. People don't, there's a lot of stuff like that, that you may feel like it's not what it used to. I'm not saying it ever used to be anything, but you may feel like it's more and more people who are more interested in like quick, fast-paced shit, fast lives, Everything has to be instant gratification, shit like that. And you're like, where the fuck is the joy? You know what I mean? If this is entertainment, it's like watching TV and seeing like, how the fuck is this entertainment? People watching people throw drinks at each other and call each other the B word. I said B word like I don't say bitch, but for somebody, maybe they're like, somebody's tired of that. People doing this or people doing that. When it comes to entertainment, movies, whatever. Well, it could be movies, but big time when it comes to like reality, maybe reality TV. When it comes to all this, that, and the third, somebody watches things and you just see it and just like, what the fuck is this? Kind of like, I know it's all made up for a reason, but you could definitely be sitting here like, you don't want any parts of this or you don't want to either, any parts can be anything, meaning you don't want to watch anymore, you don't want to entertain that. And it could be like, you don't want to watch something where it's like, what's the point of it? You don't want to entertain something like, what's the point of it? This can be, you don't want to be in something, you don't want to be involved in something either, when it's just like, why? This is like somebody asking you, hey, you want to be on this track with me? Fucking why? It's like, what is this about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Fucking hoes and sipping lean and whatever, like, and shooting, who knows the fuck who, but you're really not really a shooter. So what is it we're talking about? What is it? What's going on? Are people constantly talking about like selling drugs and growing up hard and fiends? And I understand that too, like, so it's something like that. Some of you guys are trying to figure out why are people having kids and they don't even like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, last but not read. Let me turn this off for a minute. My bad if it's like mad loud. But yeah. So it's something about whatever it is you believe in, it's like you're standing your ground on that. You're not changing it up. You don't want to go back on your word or something. Like maybe you told yourself, you will no longer be entertaining shit that's dying out. People who are not creative anymore, they're just taking from other people and using it for themselves. People who are not actually happy, genuinely happy, either for themselves or anyone else, is like, you don't have any, like, what's the point of that? What's the point of being around that person? People who are not really serious about having kids or real serious about being a parent, is like, like, what do you have? What do you need with that? People who are not really serious and doesn't take sex serious and romance serious and shit like that. You're like, or love serious. You're like, what's the point? Why do I keep tasting coleslaw, bro? Like, this is like the third or fourth time I've been tasting coleslaw. I don't eat that shit barely. I would have to be eating it for a reason, because I'm not really a big fan of coleslaw like that. But I keep tasting it. And I'm like, what is this about? Like, anyways. But yeah, this can be about hobbies. If you're not really feeling it, you're not going to keep doing it. You may be feeling like if people or whomever is treating things like a hobby, if you're not really feeling it, then don't do it. Like if you're not really passionate about it, don't do it. If you're just doing it just to get paid, I guess. Some people work just regular jobs, and they're not really passionate about it. So I guess it's the same damn thing. I don't know. But yeah. Something you could be choosing to hide from something than to fight for it. This could also be turning your back on something, but not speaking up about it, not expressing why you may not really be fond of whatever this is, or you don't want to. You're turning your back on whatever this is. It's something like that. It's something to do with the culture too. The culture of something. Somebody is like, yeah, I am completely good on something for sure. And I feel like some of you guys, you just feel like if you're not enjoying life, this could be in general, you feel like this about just people, everybody, whomever. If you're not really enjoying life, then what is it that you're doing wrong? You may be looking at it like that. Like if somebody's not enjoying life and not creating, like, looking at things on the brighter side, like what the fuck are you, like, what is it that, what do you need to switch? What do you need what do you need to do about your life or how it's going if you're not genuinely like excited about what's to come and things like that, what's going on in your life? You maybe feel like people are just like, they see themselves as down and out, and they're going to act like that no matter what, when, where, how. It's like they're just going to act as if, my life is over, and so fuck the kids, fuck that pavement, fuck those workers over here, fuck these safety cones. It's like that. It's something like that. See, people, this is something going on with people driving too. I don't know if people are like always in a rush to go fucking nowhere, or people are just not considerate. It's just a lot of inconsideration too. People are inconsiderate as fuck, or just real like just rude. I know where I'm at. It's like I probably dealt with some of the most rudest people, but I feel like it's because it's like so diverse. You know, people coming from different countries and all kinds of shit. So you may be somewhere where it's people from different countries and whatnot, and or you just live somewhere where people are just rude. I guess that's just how it is. Maybe you're tired of people being like this. You may be also tired of people who are standoffish and just like cold, and you know, can't fucking find friends, and you can't find people who are actually like, I'm not saying they can't be friends, but damn, they sure act like they don't want no fucking friends. So you're just like, all right, or something. It can also be where somebody may be having a problem with a teenage child, or that may not be your child, but it could be somebody that you're with child or whatever. And I don't know if this child is like too serious, or they're just they don't want to consider you as a parent or consider you as, I don't know, maybe even a human being. Like they just like closed off or whatever, or angry at the world or whatever. Maybe you want somebody to lighten up. It could be because they're going through a situation, or you can be going through a situation where you know, somebody could have went through a breakup, like you want to somebody's, you know, teenager or young adult or whatever went through something, and somebody just wants to see someone happy, or you know, they want to see someone create something or create a life for themselves. Somebody may, it's something to do with kids too, whatever that's about. So this can be one of your kids, I don't know, children's kids, or you know, I'm gonna say kid if you have a child. I don't care how old they are. So I'm gonna just say either a young adult, older adult, or actual kid, child, whatever. All right, so what's going on here? What's up with this fifth house? You can have Libra in the fifth house. You don't have to. You can have Leo in your chart. You can have Leo in the seventh house. You don't have to. But this can also be about marriage, relationships, long-term things, etc., etc. You just may be like, you want what you want. If somebody's not, I don't know who this is for. It can be anybody. I'm not saying you're looking for anything or whatever, but it's like you want what you want. And if somebody's not meeting some type of, like, I'm not gonna say standard, but if somebody's not meeting you where, like, somebody's not meeting you where you want them to be, and I don't mean like on some level of when it comes to money and fame and all this shit. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. I'm not saying that you don't want those, or you don't, you know. I'm just talking about you want somebody who is also excited about life and what's to come, and you know, maybe they're childlike and they like to have fun, and they don't see sex as a weapon or whatever the case may be, or they're actually romantic, or maybe even want children or have children even, somebody who, you know, don't need people to entertain them. Like, you're not looking for somebody to entertain you, or vice versa. You're the people, somebody, you know, somebody may not be looking for you to entertain them. They actually want, you know, they want something solid. So somebody's not looking at they're not looking for someone to just be there to like make them feel good, you know, somebody on their arm or whatever the case may be. Some of you guys also want someone who has hobbies too, that like to do creative fun things like sipping paints and going to fucking, I don't know, the fuck is those things called? Damn, I can't think of those things. The trees, they're like tiny trees, but they're called something else. I can't think of it right now. If I had my comments on, somebody would probably say something. But some of you guys like, you know, going to different things like art galleries and just shit like that. Like, I love those things, but I never really got a person who was like, I mean, I can always suggest it, but you'll always be on somebody else's time if that's the case. Usually I just go ahead and take upon things myself, or just do it on my own, just by myself, because I feel like some people don't, you know, people aren't really interested in those things. They're not interested in going and doing a bike trip, you know, a bike trail, or going and walking on something, or going hiking. Like, they're out there, of course, but it's like, nobody really was like, oh yeah, you know, that sounds like a good idea, let's do it, and actually do it. They just talk the shit and not actually do anything. And it's just like, eh. So it's like you're looking for somebody who is also seeking fun, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like that, like all, you know, no, it doesn't have to be all about fun and not taking things serious. That's not what I mean. I'm just like not being so serious about life, and knowing that life be life in at times, shit be happening, but that doesn't mean you have to like just lay down and get old from 30 something and just wither away. By the time you're 60 something, you're damn near halfway in the dirt, you know. Like shit like that, because people do feel like that once they get to a certain age. They feel like, oh well, that's it, it's over, like it's all downhill from here. Like you don't think like that. You're like, shit, it's up from here until it's stuck or it's up from here until it's not anymore. Shit, just keep going. So that's for some of you guys. You can have, I don't know where you have Libra at. Yeah, that's the truth, Ace of Swords. So yeah, some of you guys have been real patient for that type of energy or that type of person. You might have had that type of person around, but I don't know what happened, or vice versa, or both. All right, what's up with this fifth house? What's good? And like I said, this is like what you're looking for. Like you don't have to settle, and I don't mean that in one of those. I'm talking about, oh, you don't settle, that type of settling shit people be talking about. I'm talking about you don't have to settle for someone who, I mean, I know opposites attract and all the other shit. That's fine, because some people will be interested or be willing to, you know, do that, experience that, or do that one time, see if they like it, X, Y, and Z. No, this is people who are just like, yeah, I don't like doing that, and I'll never do that, and they just like stubborn and shit, you know, won't even try. But it's something like that where you're not looking, you know, you can create your boundaries with that. You don't have to deal with that. That would be settling, because that would be like you wouldn't really be happy. You'll be doing shit by yourself or going with girlfriends or your guy friends to do some shit, which you really want to do with a partner, like your person. Yeah, Six of Swords. So some of you guys can be traveling, can be moving. I feel like some of you guys is a progression here. Something could be getting better. You can be dealing with Aquarius. You can have it in your chart, but I feel like things might have been, you might have just overcome some hardships. You could be doing that right now. Like you're overcoming hardships as we speak, and it can be getting a bit more mellow. This could be anything. Some of you guys, you might have just been in your head about a lot of shit. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a lot of manipulation, like mind games. And this doesn't have to be relationship wise. It could be just people around you just playing with you, picking on your brain, picking on your psyche, whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be that deep. But I feel like you're on something new, or you're on new horizons. I feel like a lot of you guys are about to go find where you can seek refuge in. And I don't know entirely what that would even mean, but you will be relieved once you get to the other side of something, especially if it's mellowing out now, and it's getting calm. So it's like kind of calm after the storm, instead of before it. And then you're going to pretty much like, it's like an easier, safe landing. Excuse me. Some of you guys can actually be like traveling now. So yeah, see, Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, and this could just be in a relationship, you know, where maybe it's starting to come together now, and I don't know. And then some of you guys, it's something about like good news or a job opportunity or something like that. You be getting a new job. Am I tripping? I definitely fucking am. I mean, whatever. This could be, no, I'm not tripping. Okay, cool. So this could be a new job. You can be a Virgo, Libra, Cuspid, Virgo, and Vedic. Libra and Vedic, you can have Pisces in your chart, or Aries, or this can be, you can be an Aries or Pisces. It doesn't matter. Whatever sun sign. You can be any sun sign. You don't have to be a Libra sun sign. You can just have Libra somewhere significant. But yeah, there's a lot of good news here. I feel like it's going to make you happy. It's going to possibly bring like financial security and stability to your home life. I don't care if you have kids or not. I'm just saying. But this could also be where some of you guys could also be getting a new home, moving into something new, or it's like you're coming home. This can also be a reunion in some sort of way. I don't know what that would be entirely. If you are in the service, you could be getting stationed somewhere else. But yeah, it's like a coming together of, I feel like this could be a long-term relationship as well that will make you happy. This could be new. It could be an earth sign. This doesn't have to be, or this could be a reunite type of thing with an earth sign. But I feel like something requires teamwork. It requires, now if this is a new job, it can require teamwork. It's going to be this could be something where you work with children. It's not for everyone. Or it's going to be something that's kind of fun. Maybe fun for you, because fun for you can be different for somebody else, obviously. You know. So some of you guys can be teachers, though, or something about teaching. That's for someone. You could also be getting an increase too. Your income could be increasing, or this is like a job that's paying you more than something else might have was going to start paying you. You know, might have. I think I said no. I'll type it wrong. Something that might have was paying you a certain thing, or would have paid you something else would be much better for you, much more stable, and it's going to make you 10 times more happier. Um, so yeah, and in this situation, you may be helping the community. This could also be something where you're going to be working together with other people under one roof, or this is like a building that you're going to be working in or working around or outside. But yeah, some of you guys could be POs, COs, shit like that too. I don't know about that type of work. I'm good on that. There's too much going on. It wouldn't be like, I think in those type of jobs, just like when you go to these government offices and shit, and establishments, whatever, and you deal with like the people with the worst fucking attitudes. That's the same thing I feel like when it comes to COs and being a correctional officer and working in like jails and prisons and shit. I just feel like the energy would be so goddamn like daunting. I don't think I'll be able to do that shit. Cause you just feel the depression and the aggression, and it's just like, yeah. And then the people that work there be having so fucking like their attitudes be so shitty. Not all of them, but most their attitudes be shitty. Or there's men that's like overly aggressive, or they too macho, and they just bitch and complain about women, and then there's women there that's acting all butch and hard, but they're really not. But they got stank attitudes, and their kids don't even like them. It'd be so much shit. I'd be like, yeah, I've dealt with different jobs, and those type of jobs, I know it wouldn't be good for me. Like, cause I'll be sitting, I like looking at things as glass half full, and motherfuckers be literally draining the fuck out of that cup. You be dry as shit coming out after you be dry as shit coming out of your job when your shift is over, because you're dealing with people who are like, think of everything is fucking negative. Not everybody, but most. Everything is fucking negative. It's like, oh, like I was working at a temp job at one time, and it was like older ladies there, back problems, they moving slow. I'm not making fun of any of them, no, it's just like, you don't even like it, you complaining about all this shit when it comes to this job. Why are you still here? I mean, duh, it could be any reason, but it's like, is this worth it? Like, you don't have any other skills, you have to be here bitching and moaning and groaning about this job even after 30 years. It's like, I don't understand that. And then everybody got sympathy because they're old. They're like, oh, miss, got love for them and shit. But they're constantly complaining about everything. They've been doing it because they've been there for so long. I don't understand those situations. I don't think I can ever be in anything that long, and I just cannot. And just bitch and complaining about it all the fucking time. I cannot. So yeah. Some of you guys are just transitioning, literally. I feel like your stability is going to get way more better. It's all about the journey here, Libra. So whatever it is you're letting go of, whatever it is you're doing, if you've been feeling deflated, it may pick back up. It could be like your feelings, like literally like your emotions, or you could have been feeling a little depressed, a little under the weather, kind of just like, blue. Blues Clues. But no, you could have been feeling blue, but you're picking this. I think it could have been a mental thing. It may not literally be like all emotion. You might have literally was like, why am I feeling this way? I got so many things to be grateful for. It's at a third. Let me pick myself up, dust off, and hit this road. Some of you guys could be traveling, or you could, literally moving somewhere else, or you have all these different places you can go, and you're just like, what next? So that's for someone. Anyways, you can have Mercury in Aquarius. I think that's what that is. Don't quote me on that. Because I don't think it's Venus. Alright, anyways, it's been real. I'm out. I appreciate whomever's in here. There's really nothing else to say. I feel like you're going to make up your mind eventually. I feel like you're going to put down the wands and just kind of like keep on keeping on. Whatever that may mean. And then some of you guys, you're definitely doing a lot of research. You could be doing a lot of praying. You might be having like weird ass dreams, maybe even nightmares. I know I have a weird ass dream. I'm like, why the fuck am I in this fast food place and some people talking about rats like chewing through aluminum foil and I don't know. It was, and then grease traps. It was something about a restaurant. I don't know, something about a restaurant for somebody, I guess. But the big thing that stood out to me was rats. So you may have a lot of rats around you, and I don't mean like actual rat. It could be. I don't know where the fuck you're at. You can be somewhere where there's a lot of rats. I'm talking about people, snitches and shit, or people who are just, you already know what's up. So I'm out. It's been real. Who's next? I forgot who's next. Usually you'll just know. Oh, Sag is next. So if you got Sag in your chart or dealing with one and all that good stuff, come kick it. And I'll be back. I think. Yeah, you can come kick it. Something with T, about T. Somebody's name can start with T. Something about the letter T. Alright. So I'll see you guys later.